Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone's doing well. It is Tuesday. I have a brand new Dollar Tree haul to share with all of you. Every single item in this video came from the same locations throughout the Hudson Valley because that's where I happen to live. That's in the state of New York, and it has been snowing since about 10:30 this morning. And there's a little bit out there. There's a lot going on. The roads are a hot mess. I'm gonna have to do some shoveling and some snow plowing, but it's winter. What can we say? Already December 2nd. The countdowns are on as Santa Claus is already in his workshop getting ready for all the hustle and bustle. Alrighty, every single item in this video rang in at $1.50. I want to say there was one or two things that may have came in at $1.75. Yes, a couple of the toys. But other than that, there's no plus items in this particular video. I did find some bonus buys, which I'm always happy to find bonus buys and brand names. I was going to mention something to all of you, and I totally just went, phew. I don't know, maybe the squirrel will catch it at some point. All right, I have a nice hot cup of cocoa. I have a new sweatshirt on, and it's like a little bit big on me, so bear with me here. It's got a nice little hoodie, and it's not one of those real thick sweatshirts, so I can wear it around the house when I'm a little bit chilly. All right, so we're going to start off in the aisle where you get like your baking goods and things like that. Betty Crocker. Low sugar cookie mix, 25% less sugar. It's a net weight of 13.1 ounce. Also has valid box scans available if you use those for your kids, for school, or things like that. So for those of you that have to watch your sugar, and we all should actually, but yeah, so lower sugar, I thought that was a great find. And don't forget that Dollar Tree does take coupons. They're very, very specific, though. They can't be for trial size. It has to be a valid coupon, and it has to be like the exact wording for the exact product, or they're just going to give you a hard time. I had a lady ahead of me today, and she was trying to use a coupon, and they were like, you can't use it on this item. Even though it's the same thing, the size was different. And she was not happy at all. I was like, oh, geez, it figures I would get in a line like that. Anyways, we've all been there and done that. Martha White blueberry cheesecake muffins. What? All you got to do is add milk. These are good till October 10th of 2026, so there's plenty of time there. I got 2 packages because I like my muffins a little bit. I like to have a muffin that has the muffin top. You know, it's got the mushroom top. I like it like that. So I usually get 2 bags because I like bigger muffins. I like my muffins big. All right, moving on. This is just my thought. If there's anybody who actually manufactures these, who's the company that actually makes Peeps? That's what I'm looking for right now, and I'm not seeing it. Whoever makes Peeps, okay? So they have candy cane Peeps, which I love the idea, and I get it, you know, it's a Peep, so they're doing a Peep, but they do Peeps in gingerbread men, they do Peeps in Christmas trees, they do them in snowmen, so why are we not doing a Peep in a candy cane? Because it says candy cane, why not do them in candy cane? So if somebody from this company is watching, that's my idea, my suggestion. Would love to see that because I think that would fly if they made candy canes. I think that'd be cool. Just my 2 cents, everyone. Not that anyone asked for it. All right. When's the last time you saw some lemon heads? I saw a few today. No, these are 5 ounces. Hadn't seen these for a long time. It's just bringing back some 80s nostalgia for me because I showed you bottle caps the other day. What else did I find? Good and plenty. And now I found Nerds. These are grape and strawberry. This container has 5 ounces in it. And this one is the rainbow and also has 5 ounces in it. And the little ones enjoy these. And they're fun, you know. They break down real quick. It's not like they're having a hard piece of candy or anything like that. All right. That's it for sweets and treats and cookies. No, I totally lied. I have one more thing. And I've never seen coconut flakes at Dollar Tree before. I'm not a big fan of coconut. Love the smell of coconut. I love coconut in a drink, but To eat coconut, nah, I'm not all about it, but the BF likes it. So it's a 4-ounce package. So I grabbed it. I was like, whoa, I hadn't seen this before. It is good until, wow, September of 2028. I guess that stuff lasts a long time, huh? Anyways, it's sweetened. It's 4 ounces. Gonna be doing my cookies and stuff, going all that. My decorating is basically done, except for the rest of the pink room. And we're getting there. We're totally getting there. And then I'll be in like total bake zone, cookie zone, the whole 9 yards. All right, now let's go over to stationery. You guys know I love my notebooks. I really, really do. So I have several to show you. No, I really only have 4. But before I show you those, I'm going to show you these magnetic list pads. Now, they have a magnet on the back. I'm going to be straight up with you. In my experience, these magnets back in the day used to be much bigger. When you have a little magnet like that and you stick this on something, what tends to happen is as you start peeling from the pad, it starts to weaken and then the pad, like for some reason, starts to flop. Just me. I sometimes don't even use the magnets and I just put these and use them as a pad of paper. But hey, that's just me. Anyways, you're getting 60 sheets. They're 4 inches by 8 inches. And I don't know if you can see it, so let me bring it in and get the glare off. Yes, you can. Now and later. So it really depends on when you want to do it, now or later. These also make nice little gifts for people that you know have desks and use paper and still use pens and they're not all about the computers. Not that that's a bad thing. The other one that I found is really pretty. This is also by Jot. Also magnetic. I'm going to bring it in nice and close for you. I love the way that they did the bullet points all the way across. I don't know what that's called. I think there's a certain name for that. It just reminds me of bullet points, but I think it's pretty cool. And then they did like these daisies around it. I thought that was cute as well. And again, just a small magnet. And to be honest, each magnet's depending, well, no, those are pretty close. Sometimes some are smaller than that. You know what works best for you. All right, a couple new notebooks, and I am noticing, I think I mentioned it the other day, I was noticing a lot of pink stuff coming out for Christmas, which I love. But I also saw today in the store, they had Christmas bags with like velvet on them, which I thought that was different. And speaking of velvet, I found 4 notebooks that have like velvet on the front. They're really soft. This one happens to say Girl Power. Super cool. It is spiral bound. You do get 5x7. It's 60 sheets. The sticker peels off the back. That's a big deal for me. I don't know about all of you. There are your sheets on the inside. But something cute, you know. Santa's going to be coming before we know it, and you need those stocking stuffers. How about Be Happy? Love the way they did this. So this is all felt, really soft. And this is as well, but I love the pink. It just pops on this teal. I think it's really cool. Again, spiral bound, 60 sheets, 5x7. 2 more to share with you. Take risks. I don't know if you just heard Mia. She is absolutely loving the snow outside. She didn't want to come in. And then she was out there laying in it, rolling in it. You'd think she was a husky. Now she's literally laying in a recliner in front of the fireplace, watching a Hallmark movie, and she's wrapped in a Snoopy blanket that my boyfriend put on her. Oh my gosh. And she's basically got her feet up in the air like she just don't care. Last book to show with you is Hello Sunshine. I thought that was pretty. Now, yeah, you do get a lot of bling on the front here, but there's nothing wrong with a little bling now and then, especially around the holidays. All right, a couple more things in stationery. No, just one more thing in stationery. And I got this to put on my desk in the recording room. This is for 2026, and it's a big calendar. I like these because what ends up happening for me is I'll be on the phone maybe and I'll need to write a note or just doodle. I like to put stickers on them, and then you just tear each sheet off, or you can roll it behind it, whatever it is that you like to do. But I liked the colors, the pinks and the purples, and I enjoy that, you know, they change it up for every month. So I got myself one of them. All right, now we are going to go over to, oh my goodness, where should I take you guys now? Let's go over to where you get your toothbrushes. I picked up a few of these because they're going into my donations for my girls underground. And this is a set of 12. They are soft. Sorry, I was looking to see if what they were. They are soft bristles. That alone is a phenomenal buy. I couldn't believe it. I had to double check because I thought for sure this was going to be like $5, but no, it was not. I was very pleased to find that. That is a score. The other thing that I found, these were hanging in 2 different places. You would think they would have been where chapstick and stuff like that is, but it wasn't, because this is actual chapstick. Chapstick is pretty expensive in the stores, especially when you buy those 3-packs. They run like anywhere from, I've seen them as expensive as $4. Actually, I've seen them more than $4. But on the average, we'll say about $4, $3.50 to $4. This is a 3-pack of actual chapstick. That is a total score. Obviously, they're all individually sealed because anytime you buy a chapstick in the store, even if you just get one, it's always sealed. The flavors are clover, honey, blueberry, and dragon fruit. I wasn't going to snooze on those because I was like, oh my God, talk about some phenomenal stocking stuffers. Right there is definitely a great buy. Sounds like the boyfriend swallowed a fur ball. All right, moving on in housewares. Housewares can be a random of things, but basically I'm talking about plastic cups, dishes, and things like that. We're going to take a road down Disney now. A ride down Disney. Oh my gosh. All right, these are all official Disney items, and they are, actually, I just lied to all you guys. They're not Disney at all. Hold up. All right. I do have Disney, but I picked up the wrong product. I just think of Disney because they're cartoon characters. These items I'm going to show you right now are not Disney. I misspoke. These are by Best Brands. Anyways, these are toast stamps. Do you know what a toast stamp is? I thought I knew what one is, and I was right, but I had to really read it to make sure. Anyways, they have the Smurf. And of course, there's your handle in the back. So what you do is you take your bread and you take this and you imprint it into your bread before you toast it. You put it in the toaster and then it will come out. I'm trying to get the glare off for all of you. I don't know if you can see it on there or not, but the imprint of the character will come out on the toast. And I think that's so cool. So they had Garfield. Where's all my Garfield lovers? They had Garfield. They had SpongeBob. They had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I don't know how many other ones they had because they probably had like 30 different ones hanging on the wall. They had Disney's Pixar Cars. These are going to go to my grandson in California because he is all about the Cars movies. And one of his favorite characters is Terminator, and there he is right there, the tow truck. So those will be going to California, and that's a little something for his stocking. Alrighty, now, these items are Disney products. They are official Disney products, and these are so cute. Miss Linda's a big Winnie the Pooh fan. I love Winnie the Pooh too. They're like tumblers. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to give you a 3D all the way around. This is what it looks like. And you have Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, and Pooh all the way around. There is your Disney tag, and you should have your Mickey Mouse in the corner. Like Miss Patty says, she's got Mickey Mouse tattooed on her butt, so she's an official Disney product. Patty, I'm never going to let you live that down. So how do you get into these? Well, I wasn't sure because I kept trying to like use this to pull it up. It wasn't happening. You just basically pop it up. There it is. You could put a straw in there if you wanted to, but then you wouldn't be able to close it down and snap it. But I'm just saying, like, if you were just going to get into it, open it, and just drink from it, you could surely do that because it does have a wide opening. And then, of course, obviously, the top twists off as well. So, I found Winnie the Pooh. They also had Stitch. Oh, I was so happy to find Stitch. A friend of mine is so into Stitch. They also had Minnie Mouse. Look at her. Let me bring her in a little closer. There's like 3 different pictures of her all the way around. And of course, it's all in pink. And last but not least, they had Mickey Mouse. How cute are these? You know, you could open these up, put some hot cocoa in there. You could just fill it up with little things, slip it right in the stocking. It's perfect, right? Oh my gosh, love them. Just tie some ribbon around them and you're done. Now, they also had more of the cups, but they were kind of like just putting stuff out, and I didn't want to get in the way because everything was like really hectic, and I was just respecting the workers. But I did get my hands on, so I don't really know how much more stuff they have. I did get my hands on SpongeBob SquarePants Spoon Rest, which is super cool. They also had My Pal Garfield, which I was really happy to find. Let me get them a little closer for you. And then they had the Smurf, or one of the Smurfs, I should say. What great fun items for stockings. Even if you're doing like a little blind bag kind of thing with your coworkers and you don't want to spend a lot of money, you could put a little something like that together. It would be awesome. Alrighty. Please excuse me. My voice sounds much better. I'm on the mend, but I still have my little moments. All right. Now, I did find a couple new candles. These are really pretty, and I thought these would make lovely gifts. First of all, there's some weight because this is all glass. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this is called a home candle, and this one is in apple scented. Now, when you go to pull off the top, it feels kind of like what's going on. But the reason for that, and again, this is all glass. The reason for it is there's this rubber stopper here. So it basically stops the glass from shifting around on the shelves or wherever. Or else you would be having this going on, right? So that's the reason for that rubber piece, if you guys never knew. And I'm sure maybe some people did, and maybe some people didn't. I just try to be informative. I'm telling you, I can smell this candle like crazy. It smells like you just cut into a fresh apple. I mean, my sniffer's getting better. It's not 100%, but this smells so good. And it also, for me, for some reason, and maybe it's just because I'm not 100%, it's throwing off a little bit of a honeydew smell. Not sure where that's coming from. So I put that band back on there. So perfect. You just push it down. It's going to give you a little pressure back, but that's just to get the air out of it. So it's perfect for shipping. Just a little knowledge there. Free, of course. They also had it in the scent vanilla. And again, it's got that rubber disc. Smells beautiful. You know, we're going to have it one of these days. We're going to have it before you know it. I did pick up one more. Whoops. Now I'm going to just break it all over the floor here. I forgot what this one was. This one, and they're very, very hard to read. I can barely read. Well, I can read. That didn't make much sense. I can barely read, but this one's honeysuckle. My bad. So I like want to put it up so you guys can smell it. I wonder if anyone's actually went up to the screen like that. I know at least 1 or 2 of you had, right? All right, so we're not done yet. All right, so I mentioned I had come across some more kids' toys. Well, Disney Doorables were following me around last year like nobody's hoo-ha. Anyways, this year I found something new, and these were the items that were $1.75. I missed that $1 day. All right, so they have a new version, and I want to know what series this is. It's not telling me what series it is. All right, so they have like regular Disney Doorables, and there they are, just the everyday ones. This is series 6, so I picked up 2 of them. But then, next to those, they had Disney Doorables, but these are all about the Disney princesses. So if you're all about the princesses, they got their own going on now. All right, I got 2. I didn't bother with codes or anything like that. I stuck my hand in the box, and whatever 2 came out, came out. So we're going to get into these together. Great for stocking stuffers. You guys get to see before me. Ooh, I see brown here. Okay, so you do get this booklet. I think I know who that is. Isn't that the girl from Beauty and the Beast? Or is that Belle? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check it out. So I'm going to put her right here. And it comes with this little, I'm cheating. It is Belle. All right, so you get this here. So if you're just into the princesses and you're not all about, you know, all the other stuff, then maybe you don't want to get these ones and you just would be more geared toward princesses. All right, so they have the regular series, and this one is series 6. We've had series 4, 5. I hadn't seen 6 before. I got 2 of these as well. They're like lottery tickets, you know. You just can't open one. You just can't scratch off one. All right, so this should come with a little booklet too. There we go. I see something yellow in there. Whoops. What do we have? Is that Alice from Alice in Wonderland? Oh, look at their little faces and their eyes. They're so pretty. And you know who's really, really good with this? Miss Cheryl. All right, there it is. I'm cheating. Was that Alice from Alice in Wonderland? Where's Alice in Wonderland? It is Alice from Alice in Wonderland because there she is right there. Absolutely love the original Adorables. I'm not saying I don't like the princess ones, but I like the, you know, the fact that you can get so many other different ones as well, because I love all the Disney ones. All right, everybody. Do I have more things to share with all of you? Of course I do, including a couple items from the plus aisles in the Christmas section. And one of these items, I laughed my butt off in the store. I just had to get it. But I'm going to share that. Hopefully, God willing, I will be here tomorrow evening to share some happy mail. My front porch exploded the past 2 days. And I want to say thank you to Linda and Robin. I just haven't dove into them because of this storm, and things have just been too crazy. So we'll be having a happy meal come up, another Dollar Tree haul coming up, and another haul from a completely different store I haven't even talked about yet. So until next time, everyone, I so enjoyed this me time, as I always do. I hope you found something to add to maybe your Christmas list or your wish list. A big hug from me to all of you. And until next time, thank you so much. We're like 33 away. If you're following and you know what that means, woo woo. Until next time, everyone, have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.